Yes. Sin City Sportscast, episode 10.
Trying something new.
10. What's new? I don't even know what's new, to be honest.
Oh, we're trying a little something new with just the way
okay, topics, yes.
No. We're just going about it in a little bit of a different format.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like we've been giving you guys kind of like your daily sports news.
Yeah, that's fair.
We're just gonna, we'll still talk about stats and standings and shit, but at
least like stuff that's important in regards to that, for sure, because that shit gets boring.
We don't need to go through every football game and see the scores.
I wouldn't go through the football games. I think just because it was week 1 last week, it was kind of a good idea to go about what season outlooks look like after what they performed. But now, like people are kind of going to go off. It's like the next update like that would probably be like week 8 when you start looking at like wild card pictures and stuff like that. So
I think for the next few episodes, we're going to kind of just go off topics and say our opinion on them.
Yeah, for sure.
Talk about them. Talk about everything that's going on. So I kind of wrote a list earlier. Zach's just seen these for the first time a minute ago. So I guess we'll just rattle through these.
For sure.
First.
Is Anthony or Anthony? I was going to say Anthony Bennett,
Is
bro.
Anthony Bennett going to work on the Patriots?
Antonio Brown going to work on the Patriots?
What do you think?
Absolutely. Antonio Brown is the reason, besides Tom Brady and Bill Belichick, of course, that the Patriots are going to win the Super Bowl this year. After
you think it's a lock?
Yeah, I would say so. The Browns,
Chiefs?
The Browns were all hype, okay, from what they came out.
Homie?
No. There's no way.
Serious?
Yes, absolutely,
Dude,
bro.
They were a coin flip away from that game.
Yeah, this is last season, though.
Okay, and they got better.
And so did the Patriots.
Fair.
Yes, the Patriots definitely got better.
Yeah, I guess.
So, I don't
know. I'm a Patriots fan, so I don't want to say bias on that and be like.
I wouldn't even say it's biased because it's a fair statement for sure. There's nobody in the league that has receiving threat like that.
Yeah, but do you think at any point, like, say we lose a bullshit game to the Jets or the Dolphins?
I don't know if you guys will this year because you guys killed the Dolphins.
But wait, and Bill Belichick rips apart Antonio Brown in the locker room.
I don't think it would happen like that.
Okay,
I don't,
but that's how our locker room works for a fact. I know that. I know Bill will call you out on your BS, whether you're Tom, whether you're anyone. He'll call you out right in front of everyone. You need to know. You need to do your job.
I feel like any coach would do that, though. That's not like a total pussy.
But can Antonio Brown take that criticism?
Absolutely, for sure. The guy's been playing football his whole life. It's not like this drama is new to him, But it's just like when certain stuff involves him and his income yearly and stuff like that and the environment that he's playing in, it's like, sure, he was trying to get out of Oakland.
Oh, 100%.
So, if you don't want to be there, you don't want to be there.
I just don't know if what it seems like in Oakland, besides him obviously trying to force his way out, is that it just didn't seem like football was his main priority anymore.
Well, yeah,
which
for sure
is fine if obviously as athletes you need to do other things besides sports, but I don't know. Like, I want him to work in New England. As you know, I'm a New England fan, all that.
Yeah,
but
I think everything will be fine.
Yeah, I hope so, because you saw just a little sample of what he did on Sunday. But
yeah, we can go over to the next football one, honestly. So with Big Ben and Drew Brees out.
So Big Ben out whole season, right?
Yeah. And Drew at least 7 or 8 games. Yeah,
6 to 8 weeks, I think. So I didn't know.
We said this at the beginning of the season too, is that this is the year that the Steelers fall apart.
Oh yeah, 100%.
We literally called that he was going to get injured. We said that.
I don't think we said he was
I'm pretty positive. I think I said that.
I don't like to wish injuries on.
Of course not, but it's kind of that time.
Yeah.
Especially for a player like that. It's like, I don't know. And Big Ben was always not in the greatest shape. So, for him to get injuries like that.
That could be something serious, that could affect him way down the line. I don't know. I think Baltimore looks exciting this early on.
Oh, you're saying just as like a quarterback
I'm saying
standpoint?
like who else steps up? Who's going to...
Oh, like in the division maybe?
Who's taking the Steelers playoff spot that they get every year?
Oh, Baltimore, yeah,
that's
for
sure.
there's...
Like Cleveland,
there's a lot to look at.
Cleveland has not impressed me yet.
Yeah, no, there's too much to call yet about. It's one of those seasons like in the NBA. Like the playoff picture is going to be different this year, just because there's been a lot of movement and then a lot of new guys are stepping up for their teams for sure. So we'll see how that all goes. Drew Brees being out. Teddy Bridgewater seems like he can, captain the ship for a little bit. At least, with their team, I think they could probably get to the playoffs still without Drew Brees. They don't maybe not Super Bowl contenders.
Can do what he needs to do for the team.
Yeah.
He needs to just...
For sure. And I think he will. Alvin Kamara is too good to be contained. So if he's getting the ball at all, which he will in Sean Payton's offense, I mean, they're going to be just fine.
Yeah. To go back to the Big Ben, I don't know if it's something that I just read or something that is a possibility, but someone was saying that the Steelers should seriously consider Cap for a quarterback right now.
Yeah, I would, but...
I don't think they make that move, especially in a city like Pittsburgh. I think that's
for sure.
It's a tough move.
I don't think Colin Kaepernick will ever play another game in the NFL, unfortunately.
Neither do I, but I think he deserves to.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean, I don't think that... I think he's very much overrated for what he is, but he's an NFL quarterback for sure.
Who made it to the Super Bowl?
Yeah, but he was still. Caliber. I mean,
no, I'm not saying he's elite status by any means.
Yeah, for sure.
But he's a lot better than a lot of the other quarterbacks.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Is that he could start on an NFL team probably
100%,
or at least he would have to come in as a backup for a little bit just to get back into playing football.
Yeah, for sure.
Mahomes versus Lamar Jackson
next week.
That's the next week matchup?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's pretty big. I mean, I still think that...
I think the Chiefs will come out on top, but I think it's going to be a very high-scoring game.
Yeah, I would hope so, so I might have to bet the over on that. I mean, but... So, from a matchup perspective, like, they're playing this week, so, yeah, it's a good topic to talk about. But, I mean, I think that... Deshaun Watson is in that mix right now for the start of the first couple games of just good young quarterbacks.
I mean, he's not young, but Tom Brady's had a phenomenal 2 weeks.
Yeah. Do we have any... Daniel Jones over Eli. Yeah, of course. I mean, everybody...
Well, you saw that he's officially been named starter.
Yeah. But, I mean, nobody was surprised by that. Everybody was waiting for that.
Well, I think a lot of people were expecting it to be a lot longer. I think a lot of people honestly thought Eli was going to play the full season.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like most people would assume that.
As respect from the Giants, but I mean, they won the first week, I believe. Mm-hmm. They lost last week, 2 starts.
Yeah.
Eli's a good quarterback in his prime, but he's definitely far out of that, and it was kind of his time to step down. From what I read on Daniel Jones' college stats, I don't really know much about the kid, but he had I think he had like a mid-60 completion percentage.
Yeah, no, he'll be fine. I think...
I mean, the Giants don't have expectations this year.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like compared to the other rookies that have been around that have his similar style of play, like Sam Darnold or the quarterback for Buffalo.
Josh Allen?
Yeah, Josh Allen. Yeah. I mean, like, if his competition hasn't been doing much, so there's not a whole lot of expectation right now.
Yeah, I feel like you bring them to
and like 6 and playing 10. Better than the way Eli's been playing isn't that hard. So
6 and 10, you get them 5 wins.
Yeah,
maybe I think that's good enough for your first season.
2 weeks from MLB playoffs, it's exciting. I mean, it's MLB playoffs. You know, it's kind of the same thing every year.
You think the Yankees are early easy favorites, or?
No, absolutely not. I do. I mean,
they've been hot.
I guess
hate to say that as a Red Sox fan, but they've been very hot.
For sure. Of course, they've been hot. They have the best lineup in the league. But if I go to MLB standings, I actually haven't been keeping up with this at all. Much this season. I've been watching games, but
that's all I know is that the Sox are out.
Yeah, for sure. Sox played absolutely terrible this year. I don't know why. I mean, the Dodgers are always in it.
It all breaks down to your pitching.
So the Braves last year were definitely coming up in their conference. The Brewers honestly just started losing games once Christian Yelich got injured. I mean,
LA's got the best record in the National League.
Yeah,
98 wins.
Yeah, 98 wins so far.
Yankees.
Yep. Nope. No? I think it's Houston? tied between Houston and the Yankees, and the Twins have 93 wins. But I mean, once again, trash division.
Twins getting smacked as soon as the first round.
Yeah, exactly, for sure.
So, I mean, Houston picking up, what's his name, Zach
Greinke?
Yeah. That was huge for them. I think that's going to...
Yeah. I hope the Astros can get over the Yankees.
Maybe the Dodgers will finally get a win.
I hate the Yankees,
Yeah, we all do. No one likes the Yankees.
I hate the Yankees. But I also hate the Red Sox, so, I mean...
You probably hate every MLB franchise, honestly.
All right. What else can we talk about? I mean, we could just move on to the basketball topics.
Yeah.
If the Lakers aren't successful as they hope they are, who is to blame?
Well, this is the thing. The reason I wrote that down is I was watching something. Skip Bayless. I know you do too, but I watch a good amount of that shit.
Honestly, I don't watch a lot of it.
He was saying, oh, well, I do.
I keep up with the heavy stuff that's said, for sure. But, like...
Oh, I watch, like, the YouTube clips. I don't watch...
Yeah,
I don't listen to the whole segment.
Yeah, because they're not that interesting.
He was saying, essentially, that the Lakers are trying to... Maybe the Lakers, maybe LeBron. I didn't really catch the whole gist of it, and I'm not saying that. Are trying to set up AD to take the fall if the Lakers aren't to work.
Absolutely. I would totally agree with that.
He's working on his three-point shot, and he wants to be this amazing defensive player, and...
But I think that's just the mix of LeBron being LeBron and having the image that he has is that like LeBron's the father of the league. He's the superhero good guy of any team that he plays for. So like the Lakers,
except when he was on the Heat.
I mean, that was like more so like goon mode LeBron because
he acknowledged he was the villain. He totally bought
it. So you're saying the villain as from leaving or just like his whole time there?
The villain in general.
I mean, yeah, because he choked in the finals against the Mavericks.
No, probably. I'm not saying that. No, but I'm not saying villain as in a bad player. I think that was just his
play style,
persona in the place. He was in a very bully mode, essentially.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. It's like with the
that
whole
dunk,
goon mode.
That dunk over Terry Rozier.
Not Terry Rozier. Jason Terry.
Yeah.
He was trying to get his ring count up.
No, and I get that, and I'm not knocking him for that at all.
Yeah.
But he 100%, just like KD in Golden State, he bought into that. Yeah, I came here. Yeah, I won these chips. What you got to say about it?
Yeah, for sure. Which, honestly, like, I hated KD for it. Like, people have to understand, KD did what he did for rings. Mm-hmm. I respect that. Okay?
He'll say it too.
But at the same time, people were upset because he went from being up on Steph Curry and Klay 3-1 and choking.
Yeah.
And then going to play with them instead of coming back and beating them the year. There was no reason why they should have lost that series.
The only thing I think I'm going to say to that is, that series was just OKC kind of falling in, and that was kind of the start of the Warriors being that, like,
I think
insane team.
KD going to the Warriors
I think they
was him being lazy and him just like, I don't know, not having the Mamba mentality of getting chips on your own.
Okay, but I read this yesterday. I read Giannis declines his 2021 option. He could land in Golden State.
Like, that's what I'm saying. It's the same thing.
What do you got to say about what's that? You know, that's almost the same thing.
No. It's not because Giannis is not going to go down as a top 10 player of all time. KD will.
You don't think Giannis can be?
Absolutely not. The dude might win 2 rings in his... If he wins 1 ring, I'll be surprised.
Okay, but says he goes to Golden State and wins 3.
Okay. That's different.
With a declining Klay and Steph.
That's different because he's going onto the team and he's not the star of the team.
He will if he goes?
No, he won't. What? They need an MVP? They have a 2-time MVP.
In 2021,
they've had MVPs they've had MVPs on and off the team.
In 2021 he'll be. Steph's old, bro. Steph's old
exactly.
And has paper mache ankles.
So and everybody in San Francisco will still be blowing his balls the whole night, every single game. Standing up every time Steph shoots a 3.
Sports Illustrated just released their top 100. That list is ridiculous. If y'all want a good laugh, go look at that. I think Klay Thompson's
I think like every year it's like completely
58.
terrible.
Clay's at 58. Kelly Oubre's at 57.
I want to know what their standings are like compared to like the fantasy.
Did you see what their one was?
Who?
Giannis.
Yeah, it's just one big joke. I mean, there's no way.
Well, that's the thing is maybe they went off fantasy points. Maybe they thought because Giannis,
for sure,
definitely got
fantasy
the most
guy,
in our last year.
I need to look through that if I want to talk more about it. To be honest.
Oh yeah, that's we could do a whole separate video on that because that is garbage.
Is Lonzo Ball damaged goods?
So I don't know if you saw this.
The whole conversation with his dad that came out.
Yeah, I'll just kind of recap it real quick. I think their show's on Facebook Watch. I don't know. I don't have Facebook. Lonzo was talking to LeVar about switching the name up potentially of Big Baller Brand just for marketing purposes, and kind of something I think Lonzo's trying to get something a little more professional maybe besides Big Baller Brand.
Well, he left the brand.
Yeah, no,
recently.
100%.
Yeah.
And they were just kind of talking about it, and LeVar kind of hit him back with that'd be like asking to change your name to Alfonso because you've been damaged goods the last 2 years.
Yeah, exactly.
So
for sure. I mean, which is entirely true. Lonzo Ball should have came into the league.
I don't think he's been damaged goods. I think
he's been terrible.
Injured. He has not been terrible. Absolutely not.
Do you see the other rookies in the league that came in a year after him? Trae Young.
Lonzo's been in the league 2 years.
So the year after. So
okay,
Trae Young,
but you got to remember this
Luka. I mean, those guys are like the future of the league, and they make.
Luka's in a class of his own because he's played professional basketball before.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, 100%.
I've played that same international basketball against those same type of guys. It's not even close compared to D1 college athletes in the United States. And Lonzo Ball playing at UCLA, having a hard schedule.
Which isn't D1.
UCLA is D1.
No, they're not.
It's NCAA basketball. I'm telling you. Yeah, for sure. Lonzo is going to have tougher competition. I think Luka dominated in his field more, for sure. I mean, he was winning championships over there.
Okay, but Lonzo's played 30% of his games, unfortunate to injuries, but in those games when he's healthy, and that dude is a once-in-a-generation passer.
Okay, I totally agree with that. And I like Lonzo, and the reason I think he's damaged goods is because I know he can be so much better than he is. I'm all for him, and I like him, and I like his style of play. I agree that Lonzo was the best point guard in the league for LeBron right now.
Yeah, that I don't
like. There's so many things about Lonzo that could be insanely good, and I want him to reach that potential because I like seeing good basketball players. But I think he's damaged goods because he hasn't reached his potential. I mean, guys like Jason Tatum are like they're leaps and bounds in talent level compared to what Lonzo is right now.
Fair. I guess, yeah, but then you got to remember who went before him.
I mean, we've had years of terrible draft classes.
Okay,
Zion is supposed to be like the next big prospect since LeBron. So it's like
okay, but like Markelle Fultz,
trash. That's what I'm saying. We've had terrible draft classes.
No, yeah. Hey,
all those guys are damaged goods
never
in my
forget
opinion,
that
not just Lonzo.
Portland passed on KD.
Yeah,
we don't talk about that here.
We don't.
Oh, yeah, let's read that bottom one loud and clear.
Is Tom Brady the greatest athlete of all time? I mean, is Bill Russell the greatest athlete of all time?
No, that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking GOAT status. There's Michael Jordan, just per se, for conversation. Michael Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
We'll say what the popular man thinks the GOAT is. Wayne Gretzky. Has Tom Brady surpassed them?
I mean, you're missing out several other sports that have GOATs that are very much.
Okay, so that's what I'm asking.
Golf, tennis. I mean,
but
baseball GOATs.
That's what I'm asking. Do you think there's anyone more because
yes, absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Who?
for sure. I mean, golf, I mean, you're talking like guys like Arnold Palmer or Phil or I mean, even Tiger, he's definitely up there. He's one of the greatest golfers ever. I mean, there's definitely tennis guys, grand slams after grand slams, Nadal, Federer. There's so many old class tennis players that are absolutely dominant. I mean, and like Tom Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but like respectfully, like that's him being a quarterback and doing his job right and being good at it. Like, there are plenty of other people that do that stuff in their sports, but, like, respectfully, like, I don't think you can compare sports like that. I mean, an athlete, I don't know if it's the right word. I would say maybe, is Tom Brady one of the greatest winners in his sport of all time? Because athlete, I'm thinking athlete is, like, physical capabilities.
Okay, fair. How about in the four American sports? Hockey, baseball, football, basketball.
Yeah, I don't know, man, because like no offense, but like being a quarterback, Like, not taking anything away, but like you see the type of shape that these guys are to play quarterback. I mean, it has a lot to do with thinking and being good at playing the game from your position. You got guys like Wayne Gretzky in an American sport. That's
Tom Brady's just in that elite status.
Yeah, for sure.
He takes all that to a different level. The dude has 6 Super Bowl rings. No
Yeah.
one in his sport has that.
For sure. Totally. I'm not discrediting him at all.
And Wayne Gretzky didn't win much without.
I mean, you could say the same thing. Like Jordan had Pippen,
Oh,
Tom Brady had
100%.
Belichick. You know, Tom Brady had Bill Belichick, who is also one of the greatest coaches to ever play the game.
100%. But there's also an element of taking 72 different receivers and throwing touchdown passes to them.
That's what I'm saying. They do, like, Bill Belichick and the whole Patriots organization. There's so much more besides that. Bill Belichick is not the one that's going out and getting these players.
No, 100%.
He's given pieces that the whole team is good about. So it's not just Brady. It's not just Bill. Football is one of those sports where it's a team effort and less about a player. I wouldn't like Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time because Brady played the quarterback position for the greatest team ever.
Yeah. All right.
So, I mean, like,
I don't know. Just thought something to end it on.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's a good topic, though, if you guys want to talk about who's your GOAT of all time.
GOAT
in any
of goats.
Sport. GOAT of goats. Khaleesi, bro. GOAT of goats. Fair.
She got shanked.
Yeah.
She got shanked.
I know, bro.
And her own dragon didn't even burn the dude.
True. True. Rip.
Can't believe we just said that.
All right.
All
Well,
right.
end of episode 10. We'll
Thank
have another
y'all.
one posted pretty soon. Well, there's always more stuff to talk about right now.
Yeah, always.
And basketball starting soon. And then,
Basketball's a month away. Hockey's a month away. Preseason has started for hockey, so
all right.
expect a lot of new shit.
Deuces.
Peace.